5 Star Feeds in Port Arthur is locally owned and operated, and they aim to feed. They also have plenty of portable buildings. They have Penske trucks for rent. Dogs and their owners love the 5 Star Feed kennel with Paulie's great grooming and a spacious air-conditioned area to comfortably house your canine. Of course, 5 Star Feeds has any kind of feed that you need in their giant warehouse. And you'll be amazed at what's inside 5 Star Feeds in Port Arthur. There's tons of pet food to choose from. All kinds of hardware. Saddles and horse tack. 5 Star Feeds also has a huge selection of Western and workwear. Tina Bean of 5 Star Feeds is here to tell us what's new with her locally owned and operated business in Port Arthur.
Well, it's that time of year for all you deer hunters. We're starting to get our deer feeders in, the Boss Buck, and all our supplies for your food plots. We got the deer plot mix, winter wheat, oats, buck forage oats, deer corn. We've got it all coming in now, so now's the time to get your stands together and get them deer coming in eating. This is a gravity flow deer feeder here. You just put your corn or whatever, your pellets in there, and the feed comes out to the little funnels here, and the deer move it with their head, and it doesn't require a motor to spin. It doesn't spin the feed out. It's called a gravity flow feeder. Boss Buck has had these out for a while. They're really good. Boss Buck has really good deer feeders. And then I also have the ones that do have the motor on it. You can set the time on it, and it can spin for 10, 15 seconds every couple hours, or however you want to program it. So they really do a good job. All the people with cattle and livestock, I have rye grass in now, so it's getting close time to start planting that. You normally put 50 to 100 pounds per acre, depending on how thick you want it, and get that growing for the winter, so they'll have something to graze on all winter long. For your livestock and stuff, we have the cubes and stuff for cattle, the tubs that you can put out where they, can lick on those, and of course round bales of hay. Things like that. You do have to feed a little more in the wintertime because, again, the grass quits growing, and there's just not a lot in the grass anymore. So you definitely want to put some cubes with protein and stuff like that out for them to get them through the winter so they don't lose a whole bunch of weight on you.
Thankfully, 5 Star Feeds has been weathering the pandemic all right.
Yes, sir. We were considered essential, thank goodness, and people have to feed their animals and stuff, and we've had loyal customers that come, and we've been meeting their needs, thank goodness. So it's been pretty tough for some of these small businesses, and we really appreciate people shopping local and small business.
Here comes this week's Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback.
And Tina Bean is a descendant of a very famous man by the name of Judge Roy Bean, the hanging judge from Pecos, Texas.
Yes, we are. But I'm not a hanging person.
The Bean family are direct descendants of the famous saloon keeper and justice of the peace in southwest Texas, Judge Roy Bean. Bean called himself the law west of the Pecos, and according to legend, held court in his saloon along the Rio Grande. After his death, Western films and books cast him as the hanging judge, though he's only known to have sentenced 2 men to hang, one of whom escaped.
He was the only law west of the Pecos years back, and if you ever go over to Pecos, you could see his museum over there.
Judge Roy Bean isn't the only famous relative of the Bean family.
The Bean family is actually extraterrestrial, if you don't mind me saying so. You've got Alan Bean, the astronaut. I think he went to the moon, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one way to look at it. But yeah.
Did you hear that, monkey? You might be the first dog in space. I think they've already had a real monkey up there.
Oh! I don't know if we like that comment or not.
King of the Road.
That was this week's Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback.